Hey everyone, it's Marianna, and today I wanted to give you some reading recommendations that are perfect for this season. All of these are awesome atmospheric reads, and all of them are pretty different, so I hope there is something for everybody on this list. Of course, it's not like you can only read these books around Halloween. I think I actually have quite a few of these that will take you through the rainy November and also possibly even into December. Number 1, Horrorstör by Grady Hendrix. This is for somebody who wants to read a quick and fun novel in a contemporary setting and have it feel like watching a horror movie. You don't really get much more contemporary than a possibly haunted store that is very much like IKEA. I actually reviewed this book very recently on my channel, so I will link that video in the info box below and you can check it out for more information. Number 2, Coraline by Neil Gaiman. This is for somebody who is looking to read a dark fairy tale. And even though Coraline is definitely targeted towards children, this is 100% enjoyable for adults as well. I just read it last year and I enjoyed the hell out of this. Basically, this is about a girl who discovers a door into a parallel world that is very similar to her own, but much weirder. Number 3, World War Z by Max Brooks. I have 2 zombie novel recommendations on this list, and this one is my personal favorite. Now, if you have seen the movie adaptation of this, please don't judge the book by its movie because it is very different and has a completely different feel to it. The novel is actually a collection of stories from different people that talk about their experiences at different stages of the zombie apocalypse. It actually feels like a collection of stories about a real war, and there were a few moments during this book where I had to remind myself that this is not a real thing. That's how real it feels, and a lot of it has much more to do with human nature than it does with the zombie genre. And this is a bit more serious than your average zombie survival story, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion. Number 4, The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. This is my other zombie recommendation on this list, and this one is a bit more traditional as far as the type of story that it tells, but it still manages to put its unique spin on the genre. Plus, this is definitely a page turner, and Melanie, the lead character, is very interesting to read about. I do have a review of this on my channel as well, and I will link that below so you can check it out. Number 5, the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I don't think this needs any introduction whatsoever, but I do think it's interesting that a lot of people consider this to be more of a winter holiday read, where I feel like this has much stronger autumn and Halloween vibes. Granted, Christmas is involved in this book series, but so is Halloween, and this is all about witches and wizards. How much more Halloween can you get than that? I am currently reading this book series, and I am on this book in particular, The Goblet of Fire. It is the most perfect Halloween read for anybody who is looking for something whimsical and fun that also gets a little bit dark from time to time. Number 6, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. If you're someone who loves classics, you cannot go wrong with Frankenstein. Even if you've seen multiple film adaptations, this is still a must-read because none of them do this novel justice. It is beautiful and heartbreaking and atmospheric and philosophical, and the writing is absolutely stunning. And can we just appreciate this edition for a second? I think it is perfect, and I'm in love with this book. Number 7, The Shining by Stephen King. I could not make this list without Stephen King, and if you're looking to get into this author, now is the perfect time. Once again, this is a book that does not need an introduction, but I do have to say that I was actually surprised by how much I was into it, considering the fact that I've seen the movie multiple times. It was just familiar enough for me to be excited to relive the story, but also had a ton of extra details and actually cleared up a few ambiguous things from the movie. And this is also one of those novels that can definitely take you through November and even into December because of its setting. Number 8, Let the Right One In or Let Me In, depending on your edition, by Ajvide Lindqvist. I apologize if I butchered that name because I have trouble saying the author's name, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Anyways, this is an absolute must-read for anyone who loves a good vampire story, and this is also one of those books that can definitely take you from autumn to winter. I am actually in the middle of reading this right now and I am absolutely loving it. This is set in Sweden in the 80s and it's about two kids, Oscar and Eli, one of whom happens to be a vampire. It is a wonderful atmospheric read and it is also a pretty interesting coming-of-age story. And number 9, Nosferatu by Joe Hill. Last but certainly not least is another vampire novel that I cannot recommend enough. This is actually perfect for both Halloween and Christmas, though after reading this you may not be able to listen to Christmas carols without getting a little bit weirded out. I don't really want to tell you much about this one because the plot is pretty unique and there are a lot of very interesting elements to the story that are just better to be discovered while you're reading it. But trust me on this one, vampires, mystery, and Christmasland have never been so perfect or so creepy together. That's it for this book recommendations video, and if you're looking for some creepy comics to read, I have a recommendations video for that as well from last year, so definitely check that out. And please let me know in the comments what are your favorite spooky reads for this season, because I am never done reading spooky things. It's not just a Halloween thing for me, it's a year-round thing for me, let's be real. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!